Hello, here's your assignment for the D major scale. So you're going to open up the PDF for your instrument. So you're actually going to have just one line of music here. As you can see, I've got all instruments. We've got violin, viola, cello, and bass. So make sure you're paying attention to that as I'm talking, so that you're looking at the right one and you're getting answers for the correct instrument. Okay, so number one says, how many sharps or flats are there in this scale, and what are they? So what I'm looking for is the key signature, which is right here. And as you can see, everybody has 2 sharps. It's the same for everyone. So your first answer would be 2 sharps. And then what are they? So in order to find the answer, you're going to look at the lines and the spaces where those sharps live. Okay, so like for violin here, I'm going to go, every good boy deserves fudge. That's F. And then for the spaces, F, A, C. F and C. My handwriting's really bad. Just like normal, I guess. Okay, so we've got F sharp and C sharp. Okay, first one is done. Next, we're going to do number 2, label the notes with letter names. Okay, so with the letter names, this is a D major scale, so we're going to start on D. That's just how that works. I'm going to do violins first. So there's D and E. We just go up in the musical alphabet, okay? F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay, now the part of this says, don't forget your sharps and flats. So in the last question, we learned that F and C are sharped. So that means whenever we label our letters, we want to make sure we include F sharp and C sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the other instruments as well. So viola, we start with D, E, here's an F sharp, open G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. For the cello, guess what? It's exactly the same, because viola and cello are very much related. They both have those C strings. That's why they end up having more notes than the violin or the bass do. Because they have that lower string, they can start lower in the scale, and they actually have 2 octaves, you can see. And then for the bass, it's actually the same as violin. D, just 1 octave for that. C sharp, D. Okay. So, looks like that one's done. Check. And number 3. We're going to label the notes with finger numbers, and don't forget your highs and lows if needed. Okay, this one might be a little complicated, especially for my 6th graders. What you want to do is, I'm going to get a chart that I'm going to upload to Schoology so that you can see what your finger numbers are for each note. Okay, that's something that I've got to do. Let me just get this erased. But if you don't have the chart, or if you just, or I'm just going to give you some tricks so that you can hopefully start learning how to do this stuff without a chart. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find your open string. Okay, hopefully we all know what our open strings are. Like for violin, your first open string is right here. It's your D. Okay, so you know that that one's going to be open. Let's see, your first open string for viola is right here. First open string for cello is right here. And for bass is right here. Okay, so the pattern always goes some form of 0, 1, 2, 3 for violins and violas, right? So we started with a 0 for violin, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And even though these are sharps on F and on C, that doesn't affect any of the finger numbers. So you're good. That's it. You're done for violin. I'm going to go ahead and get bass out of the way too. So we go 0. We're moving up. Here's 1. Here's 4 for F sharp. Open, 1, 4. This is just like pepperoni pizza. If you're familiar with that, this is the first scale that we've ever learned. Okay? And then you know that this little dash right here means that we're going to shift. And we finish out with 2, 4. Okay? And for viola and for cello, this is a little bit different because I have you doing 2 octaves. Your pepperoni pizza actually starts here with open D. We can go ahead and add that. So let's start with what you know. So here's open, 1, 2, 3, open, 1, 2, 3. And for cellos, open, 1, 3, 4, open, 1, 3, 4. Okay, make sure you're looking at your correct line. As I take a step back and look at this, I can see that it's pretty confusing. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, but just make sure that you're looking at the correct line, like violas are here, cellos are here. Don't look anywhere else, you'll be confused. Okay, next time I do this, I think I'll color code it. All right, so we have a couple of notes that we still need numbers for. In fact, just to make it a little easier, now that violin and bass already have what you need, we're going to erase you. So we're just looking at viola and cello. I think that will help a little bit. All right, so the pattern is always 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 violas. And so we just fill in the blanks. This is 0, 1, hello, there we go, 1, 2, 3, and 0, we'll just go backwards so that we fit the pattern. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up, okay? Same for cellos, only we're doing 1, 3, 4. 0, 1, 3, 4. All right, now for you guys, the difference comes in with these sharps. You are going to have an F sharp right here and a C sharp right here. Those do not fall on the colored lines like normal. We actually have to use high altered fingers. So hopefully you remember this. Let me get rid of these Christmas colors here. So now you know what we're working with. So for your 3s, on your C string, you're going to put an arrow up because that's a high 3. And this is a high 4 cellos. And we're going to put an arrow up on our G string for your 3rd or 4th finger. Okay, so that is how we complete number 3. Don't forget the highs and the lows if needed. You only need them on your C string and on your G string. Now, if you didn't know that already, I have a chart that will help you. I'm going to upload it so that you can see that if it's an F sharp, it's supposed to be high on a certain string. Let me know if you have any problems with that, and I can definitely take the time to explain it to you, no problem. Let's see. Number 4. Let me put done here so I can get rid of my menu. Done. Number 4, it says, try to play it if you have your instrument. If you have your instrument, oh my gosh, play as much as you can. You want to make sure that you keep those skills up. Okay, like we don't want to get back from all this madness and then you just completely have forgotten how to hold the thing and how to hold your bow. We don't want that to happen. So if you do have your instrument, please take the time and play through this. And if you don't have your instrument, at least arm it. Get those fingers working, work through it so that you can understand how it's supposed to be played. So whenever you get to that high 3 or that high 4 if you're a cello, just stretch that finger out a little bit higher. so that you can start building that muscle memory so that you know how to do it. I think that's about it for this one. In order to get credit for this, all you have to do is just exactly what I did for your instrument. Okay, so copy down the letters, copy down the numbers, complete that the same way that I did. If you have any questions, I'm always available on Schoology, just sitting here on my couch. So let me know what I can do to help, and I hopefully will see you